author of the letterman, Musikilu Mojid, has said that some of the numerous letters of former President Olusegun Obasanjo showed that the Biafran army could have triumphed over Nigeria. Reviewed the book during a recent interview on Arise TV monitored by Politics Nigeria. Mojid said Obasanjo, who was a colonel during the time of the Civil War of 1967 to 1970 and played a major role in ending the conflict, wrote a letter to Nigerian authorities lamenting the army's fragility. He said if Biafra had worked harder, Biafra could have won the war, Mojid said. The letter Obasanjo suggested that the governor was unserious because Obasanjo was basically telling the government at the time that we have a general lack of understanding about the war and we seem not to know how to win the war. We keep saying we have not borrowed if to fight the war. What do you mean? If you lose the war and you have the economy, what have you done for this country? So it gives us insights into the kind of organization, the weakness, even with the Nigerian setup. Maybe simply because Biafra had no enough arms or whatever. If they had pressed harder, the story might have been different. The letterman inside the secret letters of former Nigerian presidents Olusegun Obasanjo is a 492-page book that illustrates the role of the letter writing in leadership, governance, and politics. It focuses on Obasanjo and his fondness for speaking bluntly to subordinates, superiors, associates, and foreign personalities through letters, not minding the reactions the letter might generate. This is really an interesting story we have here. What happened? A lot of things, even as we speak, a lot of things are still happening that the government of the day always tries to grandstand to say, oh, nothing is happening. But at the end of the day, you begin to hear the truth, you begin to hear what happened. Of course, a lot of people said how revealed how a lot of people or some people did some kind of sabotage and what have you. And they've been saying is that if not for the intervention of other foreign countries, Biafra would have won this war. Nigeria government think that the war will end only in 3 months, but later end in 3 years, despite British, Russia, France, and so many other countries fighting against Biafra people. Up till now, he has not even defeated a Biafra. That is what Obasanjo is telling Nigeria. It hasn't even gone down yet. He thinks himself a hero in every situation, just a lucky fellow. He will say he single-handedly won the war. Yes. It means the apathy that characterized present state of Nigeria, of things in Nigeria is inherited. They don't want to settle the misgivings so that Nigeria can make progress. The war has been fought and won, and yet the arches can't be buried. What a shame. Nigeria cannot defeat Biafra whether in real life or in the spirit. Biafra is stronger in military might. Food blockage is main reason Biafra gave up. We thank the Lord for Lord Lugard who created Nigeria for giving us a general one who see the union by saying to keep Nigeria one is a tax that must be done. Where is the Gowon today? Where is the Nigeria today? It's a shame that the Nigeria cannot even stand on its own. The foundation is already faulty, and that's why the center can no longer hold. There is a resurgence with the great Biafrans are coming. With the great Biafrans are coming back with greater force. And this time, there will be Nigeria's retreat and surrender. Oga, please don't try to open an old wound. You hear? That is the one bad thing that we lack in this country. People don't want to talk about history. And forget it. Let's just move on. Let us move on, and things are getting worse. Let us move on. Things are getting bad. No headway. People don't want to say the truth, cover the truth, and you expect a progress to happen. No, it will not happen. When things are being said, history will continue to be there, because I don't even understand when they will tell you that, say, oh, the reason we don't want to be talking about history so that it will not open old wounds, so that people will not begin to think otherwise. If you are sincere, you tell the story and say, this is why this happened, and we could have done it better. This is this. What have we learned from this whole thing? No, you don't want to talk about it. People should just agree. People should just believe what is being what they've been told, and you expect people not to have a double mind. That is the mindset of the selfish people we have in this country, and they always force themselves to be leader, because these ones are not leaders. These ones that we are seeing here, they are not leaders. They force themselves just to be there, and whether you like them or not, you have to accept or admit what they must have said. And if people say no, we cannot just admit to what you are saying, we cannot just go with what you are saying, it becomes a problem. They will begin to tell you that you are the threat to national security, you are the this, you are that. They begin to frame people up. The truth must be told, and not all this disjointed history here and there. If we don't tell the story, how do we make mistakes? How do we correct the mistakes that we have made? How do we? No, don't open old ones. Don't open old ones. Things are getting deteriorating every day. You are all there bluffing. Okay? True, true. This man, na Igbo man. Na Igbo man. This Mojid or Obasanjo, na him dey talk. The war is still on technically, but Biafra shall prevail. And some people are waking up. This same war goes without knowing it. This time around, it will be fight to finish, and can never defeat Nigeria, can never defeat Biafra. I certainly hope OBJ is not falling into a state of confusion, because he is not even the only former president or the most learned amongst them all, nor the only officer that fought the civil war on the side of Nigeria. I feel he's only trying to make you aware that all the negative factors that fueled that unnecessary war are in abundance now. It may not have it may not have that the Biafra did not work harder, but intentional international cutting off the source of their food supplies, according to the story told, which was weaken which was to weaken them, as the Nigeria strategy that made surrendered Colonel Benjamin Adekunle, who handed them over to Obasanjo. As the story went then, mastermind decreased the Igbo tribes, who knows no go free thinkers. Obasanjo was used to weaken the Biafran war. The Yoruba have always been the white legs in Nigeria political affairs. Awolowo failed to declare Oduduwa when there was need for that. Please let the past be as history. Stop reminding the Igbo people their experiences. Thank God that today the Igbo people are surviving, even sustaining the economy and the nation.